back to my channel, Side Hustle Seattle. So if you didn't watch my last video, one, watch it before this because it'll give you some more context. But anyways, I talked about the fact that Snapdocs is actually going to be partnering with Notarize to be able to do run closings. So essentially the way it works is if you're in these 23 states and you have a Snapdocs account, you can reach out to Snapdocs and they will reach out to Notarize to send you a link so you can create an account in order to do RON closings, right? And so I did that. Reached out to Snapdocs, I got a link from Notarize, I set up my account, we were all good. Shortly after I set up my account, I get a message from Notarize being like, hey, do you have a second account with us? And I'm like, right back, I'm like, yeah, I do have a second account. Because I have one for my Washington commission. Remember, I'm commissioned in two states. So I'm commissioned in the state of Washington. I'm also commissioned in the state of Colorado. And so I already had a Notarize account for Washington, and I'm creating this one for Colorado. And so I created an account, they write back, they're like, hey, do you have two accounts? I'm like, yeah, I do have two accounts. These are my commissions, these are the expiration dates, these are the emails that the accounts are tied to. And they're like, oh, great, thanks for confirming. But you can only have one account with Notarize. They said no matter what state you're in, no matter what different states you're commissioned in, even if you're using a different side of the platform, you can only have one Notarize account no matter what. Why? Why Notarize? It doesn't make any sense. And so essentially they're like, you can only have one account, so you have to choose. If you don't know Notarize or you're newer to Notarize, then you probably wouldn't know that it has like 3 separate pillars. So you have the contract pillar, which is what most people know Notarize for, which is if you live in one of 4 states, you can sign up for Notarize, be a contractor for them, and they will send you clients. So you kind of stay online, they send clients to you, you have to be the first to accept it, etc., and Notarize from there, right? But you have to be in one of these 4 states that I'll put on the screen. The second one is BYOT, that stands for Bring Your Own Transaction. So that is where Notarize does not send you any clients at all. What they do is they allow you to use their software to notarize documents for your clients. So if you have clients, you've built your connection, you've done your networking, and people want to use you to notarize your documents, you can send them a link to do the remote online notarization through Notarize. Notarize will take a fee out of the transaction. That's essentially how it works, but that is only available in 2 states. That's available in Tennessee, and it's available in Washington. And so for my Washington commission, I'm signed up for their BYOT side of the platform, right? No other side of the platform, just BYOT. Then you have the third side of Notarize, which is BYON, which is Bring Your Own Notary. It's the enterprise side. So if you have a company that signs up for Notarize and they want to use the software, but they don't want to use Notarize's notaries, they have their own notaries, that is when they can invite you onto the platform and you can do notarizations for a company. That's what Snapdocs is using. Snapdocs is using BYON. So they're using the people that are on their platform to be their notaries, and they are using Notarize's software, and that's available in 23 states that I'll flash on the screen, right? And so my Colorado commission is signed up for a BYON account. My Washington commission is signed up for a BYOT account, and I'm not part of the contractor side because it's not available in any states that I'm in. And so they're pretty much saying that I need to either choose if I want to keep my Washington one, which is the BYOT one, or if I want to keep my Colorado one, which is the BYON, but I can't use both. That is wild to me. It just like doesn't make any sense. And I try to write back, they're like, hey, why is that? Can I have some more information to help me make my decision, etc.? They have not gotten back to me. So I don't know if they've seen any of my videos, maybe I'm thinking highly of myself, but they probably now I'm gonna put something online. But anyways, yeah, they haven't told me why. Like I don't really understand why it matters how many accounts I have, if it's different accounts under different commissions. And the funny thing about it, I don't know if it's changed since I first signed up, but in BYOT, you can actually do real estate transactions. But in BYON, you can do real estate transactions. So I don't know if there's something there. I don't know if it's a liability thing. I don't know if it's a fraud thing. Like I'm just trying to figure out what about having multiple accounts with Notarize under different commissions, under different sides of the platform, causes them to feel like that's something you can't do, like that's against the rules. So I'm confused. If you know, and it's like something simple, I'm just not like seeing it, please let me know because I don't understand. But now I'm at a point where I have to kind of choose which one I want. I'm leaning towards keeping the BYON one, mainly because I have a lot of what I call independent platforms or bring your own transaction style platforms available to me in Washington. There's a lot more available to me in Washington than there is in Colorado. And so even if I get rid of my Notarize platform, I have like 3 or 4 other platforms I could use for my Washington commission, 2 of which I'm already signed up for, so I'm not as worried about that. I like the BILN one because I've been really trying to get more RON loan signings. That's been like the hardest thing for me to get, right? Getting RON general notary work has been fine. Getting loan signings has been harder. So I figured I'll keep the BYON one. Maybe that'll help me get more RON loan signings and really help that kind of side of my business take off. So I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna message them back and pretty much say that's the one I wanna go with. And I guess if I, for whatever reason, leave Colorado and then go back to Seattle or wherever, I can always just get that other account back if I needed to, I guess. So that's kind of what I'm thinking through. Let me know what you think. 1, which one would you pick? 2, does this make any sense to you? Because I'm confused. But yeah, if you've experienced the same thing, I actually know a couple other people who have had the same thing happen to them. Let me know. Leave it all in the comments. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.
Yeah.